Hello, my name is Amina Dasuki, and this is the Unit 6 presentation for calculus. Unit 6 talks about introduction of vectors, and with introduction of vectors, there are a lot of subtopics under it, but the one that interests me the most is resultant vectors. I chose this because I want to know the resultant effect or direction of an object when pulled by two different forces, either in the same direction or in different directions. The significance of it is that it helps to determine how an object can be pulled by two forces and how effective it is when on two forces is used to pull the same object. So basically what I'll be going through is first how you work through it. So firstly, you start by finding the resultant force. To find the resultant force of two forces, where there is a need for a diagram, that should be the first step before you start working. You then go on to determine which rule we are depending on, depending on the type of question, either the sine rule or the cosine rule, or etc. Normally, the cosine rule is used because of the nature of the parallelogram I'm going to be using. You then go on to determine the initial forces, add them by using the appropriate rule, or obtain your result to obtain your resultant force. I want the observer to be able to determine appropriate rule to use and go ahead to calculate the resultant force of the given forces. So the question is, given vectors A and B, the angle between the two vectors is 70 degrees. Magnitude of A is equals to 4. Magnitude B, vector B, is equals to 2. Determine the magnitude of vector A plus B. So this is our parallelogram. As we know, this whole angle is 70 degrees. Angles on a straight line. This is A, B, C. This is magnitude A. Okay. This is A plus B. Magnitude A plus B. This line. And we know angles on a straight line equals to 180, so you would then go ahead to take 180 minus 70, which will give you this angle, which is 110. So applying the cosine rule, this is your first step. Identify the other angle. Using your cosine rule, magnitude A plus B squared is equals magnitude A squared plus magnitude B squared minus 2AB cos theta. Theta is your angle. So magnitude A plus B squared is equals to 4 squared. As we know, A is equals to 4 and B is equals to 2. 4 squared plus 2 squared minus 2AB for 2 cos, and your angle is cos 110. So you go on to put this all into your calculator. So that will be A plus B squared equals 4 squared is 16 plus 4, which is 2 squared, minus, when you put this into your calculator, you'll get minus 15 plus 15.984. So this is A plus B squared is equals to 35.98, and as we don't want the squared of magnitude A plus B, we just want like it in the simplest form. We go on to A plus B, magnitude A plus B equals root, because to get rid of the square you have to root the answer, so it'll be 35.99, and your answer will equals 5.9983.